I see so many agencies and businesses making this one mistake, and it literally just kills their business. It kills their focus, it kills the results. So in this short video, I'm just going to walk you through what that thing is, how to stop it, and how to get better results. The reason I'm making this video is I'm having a conversation with one of my coaching clients the other day, and we've got them into a place where they're running ads, they're generating leads, they're profitable from those ads. Like, we're beginning now to actually scale the business up. And he sent me a voice note the other day and was like, hey man, I'm thinking about running this lead magnet, and I'm going to create this thing. It's going to be this completely free giveaway. I'm going to put loads of time into making these videos and this report for people and all of this work on the front end. And I said to him okay, cool. What are you going to do with it? You're going to run ads to it? What's the plan? And he said, yeah, I think what we're going to do is actually put some money into this, run it as a separate campaign, do it completely separately. Now, I want to give you a bit of context here as well, because we had a coaching call maybe 2 weeks prior to this point. And one of the things that we walked through was the metrics of his ads. So he was spending money on ads, he was generating leads, most of those leads were qualified, the ones that were qualified he was booking into calls, he was having really good sales calls with and signing people. And his CAC, his client acquisition cost, floated somewhere between £400 to £500, right? And this guy's an agency, so that's a pretty good CAC for the money he's making back, and generally sort of in the space, it's a good client acquisition cost to have. And on that call, we really we went through a number of different things, but the bottom line was, this is now fairly consistent. Let's spend more money on ads so we can just push more volume through the funnel, okay? Now, fast forward back to the conversation. Obviously now, in my position, he's voice noted me and said, I'm going to run these lead magnets. I'm going to push money into this thing. Now, ultimately, what he's doing there is he's got shiny object syndrome. He's looking at this new thing. He's probably seen an ad or seen an influencer or someone say, this is the way to get new clients and you should be doing this. And if you're not doing this, you're missing out. Whereas in his business, this lead magnet is unproven. We don't know how many people are actually going to click on those ads and sign up for the thing. And then even the people who do sign up for the lead magnet, how many of those are qualified? How many are actually looking for the service that he provides? And we can actually pull through to get on a sales call, right? Get into an actual appointment. We don't know these numbers. Now, do I think it could work? Do I think that this guy, as a client of mine, could actually produce a really good lead magnet and generate interest? Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. I'm not saying that lead magnets don't work. In fact, I think that lead magnets and attraction offers are very, very useful. The problem with this specific situation is that he has a model that is working. He spends X amount of money on ads, he generates X amount of leads for that, and he can sign clients at predictably £400 to £500. And what he's saying here is, I'm going to take additional budget and put it somewhere else. And this is what so many businesses do. They get shiny object syndrome. They see something online and are like, oh, this is working for that business, therefore I'm missing out. I'm doing the wrong thing. Whereas actually, they've got a system that is working well. All they need to do is do more of it. Right? Either that's more volume or spend more money, right? Put more money into actually into the actual ads or the funnel to drive more people through the mechanism that is actually working. And the reason that people think that it's not working or it's not working the way that I want it to typically is because they're not doing enough. Volume negates luck, okay? You need to be doing more of it. And again, whether that's more volume, if you're doing outreach to generate leads and get new clients, or whether that's just spending more money, you're going to see inconsistencies if you're not spending enough money or if you're not doing enough outreach, okay, or you're not doing enough volume into the system. A low level will generate these peaks and troughs. It will feel unstable, it will feel inconsistent, and therefore that's when you start to go, oh, maybe this isn't working, maybe this isn't the thing, let's go and look around. This is why it's so important to understand your numbers and your metrics of your system, right, your client acquisition system, so that you know whether it's working or whether it's not working, rather than making impulse decisions on gut feelings. Now, we're all guilty of this as business owners, but if you knew those numbers, and again, go back to my example with this coaching client, his CAC is £400 to £500. We know that. This is fairly consistent. Now, whether he spends £1,000 a month on his ads and he generates 2 clients, or whether he spends £10,000 a month and generates 20 clients, if that CAC is consistent, that client acquisition cost stays consistent, then the game becomes how much money can we drive into the system? How much traffic can we pull through to scale the business up, right? And in my opinion, he wasn't spending enough money on his ads, and that's why this probably felt inconsistent to him. And he then was like, let's change the strategy, right? Whereas actually it's just a volume game, okay? I need to put more volume through the thing that is working. So if you are watching this right now, you're a business owner and you're like, I'm looking at different options. I don't know whether to run a lead magnet or do this funnel or run this webinar thing or do follower ads to then set appointments in the DMs. The answer is like, it's all going to work. Okay. But if you try and do all of it at once, none of it will work. Okay. Find the strategy, find the system that works for your business best. Make sure that you understand the numbers all the way through that system. Okay, so like your cost per lead, your cost per qualified appointment, your CAC, your LTGP, all of these things. And I've done another video on this. But if you understand all of those things all the way through the system, then you don't need to go, oh, let's try this thing or let's spend some money on this or test that. If this thing works, spend more, okay, or do more with that one thing. Now, if you are obviously at a scale and you're doing £1 million a month, right? Like that's the point where you want to be looking at different channels and different things, and maybe you introduce outbound if you've always done ads, or if you've always done outbound, you start to introduce ads or a different ad channel or a different funnel. Fine. Like I'm not saying don't do that when you're at those stages. If at the moment it's inconsistency, right? Don't go and look at different things. Don't go and look at different strategies or little tactics or something that you've seen some influencer do online. Okay. If the thing you are doing is working, then you need to do more of it. And if you don't know if it's working, then you need to track your metrics better so you understand the numbers to decide whether we turn up the volume or shift strategy. That's my little rant for today. And ultimately, if it's been useful for you, there's a link in the description. You can book a call with myself to have a conversation about how we can help you do this. Or if you don't need that, just give me a subscribe. I'll be putting out more content just like this to help you grow your business. Either way, no dramas. Have a great one, and I'll see you on the next call.